Hello and welcome to today's video. You join me for the first match, the match day 1 in Super League Season 6 EU Division 1C. Wow, what a mouthful. So I've played in every season of Super League on FUMBBL, and I also played in every season that existed of Tackle Zone Star Division on FUMBBL. I personally enjoyed Tackle Zone Star Divisions more. That might be because I won Season 2 on FUMBBL, but I did enjoy that more, but that one won't be returning. Instead, the focus will be on Super League. It is the pound for pound the hardest NAF league on FUMBBL, the hardest NAF league in the world, and I've made my way up from the bottom all the way up to Division 1. So there are 4 divisions in Division 1. There are 4 separate divisions in Division 1. So yeah, making my way up slowly. I have brought lizards to this tournament. You can see the full reveal for the division that I'm in. There's a separate video for that, so please do go and check that out. The rule set is the Euro Bowl rule set that will be used in Hungary this year, 2025. I'm not going to dive into that. There's plenty of people done that. The rule set is what it is, and we are just rolling with it. So just to give a quick recap for this first round, just so people are aware of what my roster is. We have a Croxicle with no skills. We've got 4 Blocksaurus. We've got 2 Guardsaurus, a Chameleon Skink, and 3 other skinks. We've got an Apo and 2 rerolls. So it's very light, but I did want the Apo. And I am playing versus Tuga. Tuga has brought Orcs, so there is a Troll. There are 4 Guard Biggins and a stacked Mighty Blow Tackle Blitzer. Then the other 3 Blitzers have nothing, 2 Linemen with nothing, and a Goblin with nothing. So without further ado, let's tap into the game. So yeah, the coin toss was I chose heads and lost the toss, but the Orcs decided to put me in they decided to get me to kick, which is fine. That's what I would have chosen anyway, even in this bash matchup. So the kickoff is nice weather. So the Orcs have 3 rerolls, no Apo. So obviously with the high AV on the Orc team, you're hoping to avoid armor breaks anyway. But the Apo does mean that there's no KO save there if an armor break into KO did happen. So the Troll providing the assist here. So we put the 3 block Saurus on the line of scrimmage to hopefully cause some problems with both downs, but it didn't work out. 3 knockdowns here. Reroll goes into the pickup, and the pickup fails. So this is really interesting. We've got the potential here for a hit here. We might even look to put a bit of pressure on the ball. I'm not entirely sure if I would go all out pressure on the ball in this matchup. I used to play lizards incredibly aggressively for a time, and I did struggle sometimes with losing the skinks when I did that. So yeah, you just got to be careful with that. The other thing is with the 2 reroll lizards, the only thing that really hurts you in this matchup is the double skulls. So for most of it, I've played 4 block 2 guard before. No, I think this is absolutely fine for a lizard build. I would be quite happy to take this out to a Euro Bowl, which is why I'm running it in this rule set. But yeah, it's just a case of making sure that the turn ordering is good. So we're obviously blitzing over here. Standing up here, so this is the downside for lizards, is that in a bash matchup like this, if you can't leverage If you can't leverage an advantage on defense, you will just end up either standing up and getting punched or lying on the floor. With the 12 players with the Goblin, I wouldn't necessarily be leaving a Saurus on the floor, even though there's not loads of fouling options. Because yeah, even a line orc fouling a Saurus with a skill is pretty nasty. So let's see how the blitz goes. So we're targeting a guard big un because the guard is going to be problematic in terms of balancing the strength across the pitch. 2D here, just a push. Okay, poising, getting some skinks in, poised for in case the pickup fails again. Crocs can stay there protecting the chameleon. Okay. Yeah, nice into there. So this immediately gives a lot of flexibility in terms of additional hits. Very nice. This one could step in. You've got the tackle coming back now. Okay, choosing to screen here instead. Another reroll goes into the pickup there. That one now comes in, yeah, so it's screened off. Another knockdown. Choosing not to follow, interesting. Freeze that Saurus there. Could have followed again, made a bit of a scrum in the middle. Very hard for me to get out of. Power with the troll. That's almost doing the same job though. Okay, so we'll take this free hit here, and then that gives us another hit here later. Crocscore decides he's going to behave. Blitzing the troll. Bit of a linchpin, roadblock on the orc team. So just trying to get that knocked down. Also means if it wants to stand up and blitz, then it can, but it's going up against a block piece there, quite like that. So this block needs to work now. We do get the POW. Follow to slightly protect the skink there. And then finally we take this this block here so we can eat the 1 in 9 if needed. And where's this going? Dropping back a bit. Okay, so in terms of the board state, we kind of got this side screened off. These two big uns being out of the action here is quite nice. Both our big guys being stretched seems it's not ideal, but it seems fine. I'd quite like to get this guard guy. I think I'd quite like to swap these two over. I think because I think having the guard on the flank is not quite as strong. So yeah, but having the Crocs and the troll on the same side of the pitch feels fine. The centre, we got this diagonal here. It's not completely safe. There is you can still punch through this centre here, but with 3 Saurus kind of controlling the centre here, and then this flank protected up here with this. If the switch happens and you move all the way around here, we can just respond accordingly and get our guard positioned a little bit better. Okay, instead decides to trade here. I'm kind of happy about this trade, I think. Taking out one of their guard for one of our guard. It's not ideal, but I think it's fine. So basing the Crocs here, and just blitzing the skink that's through here. Makes a lot of sense, but just a push with only 1 reroll. Can't greed reroll that hit, so that's a bit lucky for us there, I think. Tucking in the pocket. Okay, so yeah, we get a 2D here, which is nice, and that does free a Garda, so we can step in here. Okay, early blitz is interesting here. Early blitz is interesting. I guess it makes sense as what else am I kind of doing? And it does give us that there. Okay, that's a shame that's just a push. We do get a knockdown over here though. And will the Crocs take the hit at the end? Hit here. Okay, and then the Crocs does go for the hit. And we just get a push, follow. Yeah. Okay, so this now is completely unbalanced. Not sure I like the overcommitment down this side for myself. I know the skinks are quick, but as you can see, I've just kind of reversed what I did in the... I've kind of reversed all my good work by keeping the center tight. Here, okay, they had the turn to push here, but to end up with 5 pieces on this side is not great. I mean, 6 technically over past the middle. So you could look at maybe a blitz somewhere here, or try and jam in here, really tie off and shut down that side there. This guy can step in. The blitz can come through this guy potentially. The troll might be able to knock this guy down, or you could blitz to clear that. The troll could come in and be a roadblock, and suddenly everything's down this side of the pitch, and all my stuff's up here and knocked down around these squares here, these 9 squares here, which is not ideal. You can pretty much clear the wing here, I think. So not great play from me. But let's see what the orcs get up to. Yeah, so pinning in there, forcing the dice rolls. Yeah, pin there, love it. Okay, goes for a hit with the ball carrier. So doesn't make the reliance on the troll, which is good that the orcs didn't, as there is the 1 in 9, and all of a sudden this is it's not looking too bad because of this guard piece here. But yeah, that's the reliance on the troll there failing. But this doesn't look great for me now, as if I had more pieces over here, we could probably squeeze the center and go from there. So it'll be interesting to see where my thinking's at. I think it's probably getting another piece in here if I can, maybe one of these ones. Try and clear that and go blitz with that piece there if we can as the play. Let's see. So the pals here, step in, tie those 2 pieces together. Okay, that's okay. Interesting. So we just go straight for the blitz. I guess we could put the re-roll in if it fails, and then we can step in front of the ball. Okay. There. Strange we don't take. Yeah, we could have taken. Oh no, we couldn't because of that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fine there. Okay. Would have been interested to see about this way, because with the pow it might have opened a door. Okay, and now we can bring these skinks. Ooh, not sure I like giving away the free hit on the skink. I think I would have rather had that one round there. Croxagore does behave though. Takes down the wing a little bit. Okay, not sure I like that positioning with that skink at all. I know it's tying in the guard. I guess with one re-roll it's maybe a bit more forgivable, but that's an easy 3D there, or the blitz from the tackler, and you just rely on the dodge out. I guess it does stop the easy clear on this, so maybe it's making this the 1D. So maybe 1D blitz here, drop back. Okay, maybe it's not disaster. It's not yeah, it feels bad with only 11-player roster because you're not appoing the skink. So okay, well, let's see how it plays out. Okay, standing up. Yeah. So there's the 3D on that skink anyway. Yeah, so it is the 1D. Both down on the Garda. Okay, that's fine. Stand up there. Has to kind of drop in the pocket. So big 1D coming. 3D does come, but no knockdown. 1D gets the POW. Obviously the both down or the skull there is pretty devastating for the match, as it opens a channel. So tagging the tackler here. Blitzing here, gets the POW so we can step in. Yep, and we decide to follow after that. We see the non-armor break. Pin there. Starts clearing the... have to follow that one because it's just a push. Okay, tagging there. Crocs kind of does need to work. Pushes, it keeps the sideline pinned. We can now cover maybe a bit of this. Okay, nice, stops the drop back. Not sure. I guess we stop that swing round and jamming in there, don't we, to free up the centre. Okay, not too bad. And then we leave that on there. It's fine. If you want to use your blitz to try and set up a surf, then that's fine by me, because all the action's happening on the other side of the pitch. So, immediately asking the questions for some 1Ds. Does get another POW on the 1D. 2D just to push. Does mean that the blitz is coming in on the chameleon skink. Gets the knockdown. And then it does the dodge. Oh! And a rush fail, so no rerolls. With 2 more turns to follow for the Orcs, no rerolls. The potato play, ball out on its own. This one rushing into there to jam in that skink there. Okay, so we do have a surf here. This could be the blitz, or we could look to try and get the skinks through for a blitz. Could try and get the dodge out here. Tag 1, tag 2, 2 3s for the blitz there. Yeah, there's some options. This could be the blitz. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 rush. That could be the tag instead. So maybe tag with the chameleon. Tag here. See if we can knock this off the pitch. And then this is the blitz. 2D here that leaves this guy to recover. This guy stands. This guy can take a hit at the end once we've done all that. This guy just stands. Okay, I think the blitz on the ball with the skinks is looking interesting here. Okay, so we decide to tag the ball with no dice to begin with. Okay, we go for a 1D. And we end up being KO'd. So the pressure suddenly off the Orcs. The potato play looks to be working, and a badly a serious injury. So no Apo. So we're capped on 10 now, and all our skinks can get hit. Not ideal. And another POW here. Not ideal. Whoa, getting away with it there. But the 1 in 9s happen. Only it's 11% failure rate on that 3+ dodge there. Not sure. Yeah, I wonder whether trying to do a 3 2 2 just to get more on the ball. So let's pause as the Crocs goes bonehead. So the most important thing to note here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 rush. We are only 1 square away from we're only 1 square away from tagging the ball, so we can't blitz the ball. But if we could chain push a Saurus into range, then we could tag the ball, forcing a 3+ action with no reroll. So I think from memory, I played this game quite a while back, but from memory, I think I look at this square here to see 1 2 3 rush hit. But how do we get that one there? Maybe it's through here. Maybe we dodge the skink through. Can't quite remember how I do it. Let's have a look and see. But I do remember that I try a chain push. So we go away from the tackle. Okay, into here. No, into here. Ah, we use this Saurus. Okay, that's why. That tags that one. Look for the POW. Get the POW. Chain push this Saurus. And then this guy can come and stand here. Nice. And we stand here so that anyone that was blitzing from it would have to be there's no angle where you can get round to push. So we go for a 1D. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 rush. We are only 1 square away from tagging the ball. So we can't blitz the ball. But if we could chain push a Saurus into range, then we could tag the ball, forcing a 3+ action with no reroll. So So obviously this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rush. So it could be a 2+, and then you blitz, trying for the 3, knowing that you've still got the dodge. So that's an option there. You've got a hit here. Got a hit here that you should be taking. Mighty Blow tackle, block on the skink. This guy can't reach. This guy can't do anything. I mean, he can take the block, but he can't be useful. So the only question is do you do the 2+ here? Do you roll a 2 to give yourself 2 3s out, or do you just take the 3? And probably the answer is you just take the 3 with no reroll. You take this block here, needing the only a 1 in 36 kills you on this one, and then you take the 3+ dodge in. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there was a rush, if you were within, if it was 5, if they were 1 square further in and it was 5 to there, you take the 5. You move 5 and then take the 3+ blitz, because you might stand the chance of killing the Saurus, but also on the 2+ bit, which is the double both down, because you blitzed, you've still got the 3+ dodge out, so it gives you 2 bites of the cherry on that play there, because the 2 doesn't hurt you, whereas the 2 hurts you here. The 1 and the 2 hurts you here, but the 1 only hurts you here, and you've also got the high roll of the 5 and 6. So let's see what the play is. Yep, gets the POW. Eyes up the 4, 5. Doesn't do the rush. Steps in here. Dodges and fails the dodge. So the chain push to force the dice roll has a huge impact in the game, as the Orcs do not score on their drive. Now, we are capped on 9 at the moment. There's a potential of having 10 back, because we do have a KO'd skink. But we are going to get some hits here. So, out of nowhere, and we do have 2 rerolls, so we can reroll anything that goes wrong, or we can possibly look to greed as well. So out of nowhere, the potato play from the Orcs could be regarded as lucky that I didn't even get dice on the ball with that one. But yeah, the potato play there, not punished by me there, but the good play of finding the chain push, which was down here rather than up here. I couldn't work out why I couldn't see it there, but I saw it there in the game. I'm pleased I saw that. So that chain push there. So that's a really great example there of when you're playing these matches, looking for those edges. Look for those edges all the time in the games. Where can you leverage those slivers, those chances to push yourself forward? And in something like Super League, which is incredibly tough league, there are no easy games. As you will have, if you've watched my division kind of preview video, you'll remember that there are some really tough teams coming up. So even turning games into draws with win chances is absolutely huge in a league with where it's this hard. Every game you can't see a way of winning it. So yeah, let's see how we close out the half. Obviously, we don't need, the Orcs will still have 11, but the difference of having 11 where one is a Goblin, even above a Line Orc, is a useful one. Also means that we might have a crack at hitting the 1-turn chance with the Goblin. It means that we've got an opportunity to ruin the Orc 1-turn opportunity if the Goblin is on the field. So we do get our KO back, so it's 10 versus 11. We didn't chip anything, so unfortunately it is just 10 versus 11 with the Goblin remaining on the bench for that 1-turn opportunity. So Chameleon Skink on the ball, what an excellent skill. Solid defense though, so the Orcs are able to reorganize 4 players and really shut down that LOS there. Now I think my intention here was to kind of cage up in the midfield a little bit, kind of stay back a little bit was my initial thought process, and go from there. With the defense, Crocs here. There's not speed. This isn't great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rush. This isn't great. but it is fine. Would have been nicer to see that, I think, a bit sooner. Chameleon gets the ball on the first go without needing the re-roll. Crocs can drop back, and then we can take this final, that final hit there, and the 1D. We go for the troll. Interesting. I think because then that keeps that side a little more secure, keeps that guard pinned in, means that he can take the hit, but it does keep it pinned in. And there, a beautiful example, the 1 in 9, no re-roll coming in, so we get a little fortunate there. Pin these two players in here. Okay, there was the double skulls. I did mention it about this being the issue. I think the re-roll there, obviously on the replay, it happens instantaneously. I think I did think about it for a while, and I think the number of blocks that I would give back and the position that I would be left in is the reason why the re-roll goes in there. So we're creating ourselves a little bit of a Wenger bus, but without anyone in the middle. Just a push. Then we drop back, keep the Crocs free. And then finally the guard. Guard on guard. And that gives us, that's a much nicer position to be in. Nothing's based up. If the Orcs want to base us up, that's fine. They're saying, look, we want to fight you. But we're not going to be giving away we're not giving away blocks on this turn to them with that successful turn there. So blitzing around the side, targeting the weak guard piece. Obviously, the double guard on that side, from our perspective, is not ideal. We would like to see one of those maybe more centrally, just to be a bit more use. But the Orcs guard pieces are spread out as well, so we might be able to shut down a bit here. But this could look to maybe I was going to say this would maybe look to come in here. Instead, we're deciding we're going down this flank here. So we get the pound. Stun is really useful there in terms of moving along. Not sure I like that before we know what's going on with this here. That puts a huge amount of pressure on this block. Crocs misbehaves. We do get the power, but that was a huge amount of pressure on that one block there. Otherwise, we've just left the ball wide open. And 1D skull. Then we can't re-roll it, as we've only got the one re-roll, so we let that one slide. But this now feels like we'll get the team split in half. And there's a Kaz, a Saurus, seriously injured. Now, the Apo is for the KO. Huge swing turn here from the Orcs. With that removal, with the squeeze that's coming on here, Croxagor's now completely isolated. This Saurus is isolated. I would have been... I wonder if you could have even jammed in a bit more here. But this is this is not looking great. So I like that we're going for no dice roll actions to start the turn, getting ourselves a little bit more secure. Get ourselves out the way, protected here from these threatening pieces here. Just a push. Does kind of shaft us a little bit here, because that's not the best cage you've ever seen. Hopefully the guard comes in. Okay, at the back, interesting. And there's the final re-roll, and we've still got this weakness here. Okay, the guard is in there, and that block also really quite high risk. Yeah, not ideal at all. We can get absolutely sandwiched here by the Orcs. The Orcs absolutely just crowding in on us. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Not looking good for the Lizards right now. Orcs with 3 re-rolls, keeping the powder dry on the re-rolls. 3-0 on re-rolls for the Orcs is pretty good stuff from their perspective. So the pressure's coming in now. They're keeping the tackle piece back as the sweeper, so any potatoes from me will get taken down by the Mighty Blow tackle. No armor break, pretty lucky, but we do have an Orc and now the Troll on the ball, so double tagged, and the Mighty Blow tackler still hidden as the sweep. So, what's the play? getting out the way. Yeah, so the skink moves, so we know we can't clear that. So let's protect for the fail state dodge there by putting the skink in there. This one can come back, screen off back here. Yeah. Okay, so at least we have something going on here. That's not ideal. And that's the end of the turn. Uphills remaining. So yeah, the Orcs are now really in a dominant position. This is not looking good at all. The Orcs now, with the 3 rerolls, as I said a moment ago, with 3 rerolls, they are very much in the driving seat, and we're going to have most of our team on their backs. There's the KO. Apo now gone to keep that piece on the field. That's why I like the Apo, is for those KOs. Lizards really do suffer when you lose pieces. Even being down 1 Saurus feels bad, but you don't want to be down 2. You can sometimes lose the Crocs and still be okay in this in a NAF event. Okay, so the Troll rolls the double skulls, doesn't risk the Loner. Might have prevented us from being too punished there. Croxigal misbehaving, doesn't do anything for us. Does mean that we can look at the sideline cage here though. So we've just got to roll the dodge now. Yeah, and we do. We get lucky and we successfully roll the dodge. This can now get around the back. Or okay, around the front. Okay, interesting. Wonder why. I guess I was wanting to get more pieces further forward that could be a threat, possibly make it harder to clear the Saurus at the front of this sideline cage. Blitz coming in though, and it's looking like we're going to need to be rolling some hard 3s as the Orcs did in the first half. Oh, and there's another KO. Lizards leaving the pitch, down 3 players, 2 of them being Saurus. That is not good at all. Only 2 turns to go, you will notice. So with 2 turns to go, really we're in a world of just needing to make something happen. So yeah, I guess we stand this guy up. Can't clear. Those 3 guard are really pinning that in. I guess we're just making some tough dodges and running away from this tackler. Could this be a block here? Block here, blitz here, or yeah, block here with the Crocs, blitz here, tag that maybe. Yeah, there's not much. It's gonna have to be just dodging through, avoiding the tackle, dodge. 1, 2, 3 dodges needed, and probably some rushes as well. We do get the push. We do go for the blitz here. Get the both down. Now we probably have to. Okay, so we cover that instead. Okay, interesting. So we've got to clear the pathway. So we've made two dodges. Ball now goes. Succeeds, and succeeds. And rushing twice to get ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rush into range. And more crazy dodges. Screening off here now. We could have done maybe that extra rush. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rush. Okay, that might be alright then. Very lucky 1Ds here. Screen off here. Wow, what out of nowhere. Again, I think that was the only play. If we fail, we fail. And then it's 2 3s probably for the Orcs to score. Looks like just trying to smack tackle onto the ball, so it doesn't go for any hero plays there. We still will need a rush here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rush. So we're going to need 2 3s. It looks like 2 3s, past tackle, and a 2. Interesting to see whether there's a scoring threat goes in for the Orcs. Yes, it. Oh. No, it doesn't. So there is no scoring threat in. currently no scoring threat for the Orcs currently. So at the moment, this is a shot to nothing. Where does this guy go? He doesn't! There is no scoring threat for the Orcs, so we are able to do this for free. And we get the score. Why there was no scoring threat for the Orcs, I don't know. Because that might have changed. I mean, I think we still go for the score, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So not having a scoring threat in place there potentially hurts Tuga. As we go 1-0 up. There is now the one-turn chance. The Goblin's on the pitch. The ball is in a nice spot. And unfortunately, the pickup fails. So there is the end of round 1 of Super League Season 6 EU Division 1C. It's a 1-0 win to my Lizards. Yes, we got incredibly lucky. You know, we had to make some hard threes against tackle, and we also had to make some threes there as well. Where, you know, any 11% failure there, and we're just toast. So yes, we got incredibly lucky. However, that said, I think not putting the scoring threat in there for Tuga is something that probably came back to that could have come back to bite him. As it was a draw if I failed, whereas just by moving a piece, that lineman that was free could have moved that lineman in to just be the scoring threat, just so that it's a draw with win chances if I fail there. And with a couple of re-rolls, yes, there'd be a hard pass in there somewhere, but entirely doable. Right, well, all that remains for me to be said is don't forget to smash that like and subscribe buttons. Hopefully, if you enjoyed this game, you'll look forward to next week's match. So the matches will be dropping on Wednesday mornings. So hopefully you look forward to the next match. But it's a winning start for the Lizards in the Super League Season 6. Thank you very much for watching. And bye now.